I've got 7 fake words to break down for you from Wicked Part 1. But this is my favorite new word, neologism.
That's a new word for you.
So what does it mean? A new word. If you think these are regular words in English,
This time, the joke's on you.
it's only after you know they become punny. So if you stick around, I'll clear up these 7 jokes that Madame Morrible and some others say. And I'll show you how to correctly pronounce the endings because that's really useful. I know there are a lot of accent channels out there, and you can't subscribe to them all, but
Of course, if someone very special were to come along.
so if you want to have fun with me in the rabbit hole of accents and movies,
Follow me down.
fun fact, I majored in linguistics in university for a while because my undergraduate degree is in anthropology, and linguistics is one of the 4 branches of anthropology. But at Shiz University, the discipline is called something else.
Linguification, whether you'll be studying law, logic, or linguification.
But you can't say linguification because you can't say linguify, at least not in standard English. But those 2 suffixes are really useful. The cation ending takes a verb and makes it a noun. For example, to apply.
Application.
And ify makes a verb that's a process or transformation, like the process of taking the green color away. But that combination of endings is really common, so let's pronounce it well.
Quite right.
Take the word classification, for example. The ending ify or ifi in this case can be pronounced ufi. Start with the schwa, relaxed lip and tongue and jaw in the middle. Then I. Move your tongue forward to your front teeth, if you have them. But put a f in the middle. Ufi. Ufi.
Wait till you see this.
And the cation starts just like the name of the letter K. K. Then shun. Cation. So altogether, it's ification. 4 syllables, and the third is stressed. Ification. So what do you get when you cross a pessimist and a mystic?
Pessimistical. Don't be so pessimistical.
And that letter Y, which, by the way, it's written that way in the script. So, the Y in mystical makes me think of someone who has magical melancholy.
I'm not ready, it's too soon.
And the funny thing is, the word pessimistical used to be fairly common, but not anymore. So pessimistic is way more common now. And there are some other word pairs like this, where the extra AL makes it sound old-fashioned.
It's my granny.
Like symphonical instead of symphonic, or scientifical instead of scientific. And they're real words, just so useless nowadays that people think they're a joke. So, would you say a cup, a glass, or a goblet of water? Even though you hear people say things like,
I'll just have a water, please.
2 waters, por favor.
it should be 2 bottles of water, if bottles are what they want. Yes, I'm talking about countable and uncountable nouns in English grammar. You can say someone is wicked, adjective, and you can add NESS to make a noun and say they have wickedness.
Are people born wicked? Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them?
You can do the same with good.
You're good.
Here, out of the goodness of my heart.
But neither is countable. So is this correct? Nope. You can't count 1, 2, 3 wickednesses or 1, 2, 3 goodnesses in standard English. It should be like this.
Goodness, goodness, let us rejoicify that goodness could subdue.
So if you want some free goodness once a month, you are cordially invited to my free American Accent Masterclass. All you need to do is sign up and I'll send you the invitation. So, what do these 3 things have in common? Planetarium, auditorium, aquarium. When you add as in planetarium, or as in auditorium, it shows a place where you do a specific activity. And if you wanted to manifest something, you'd go to a manifestorium, right? But wait, is Madame Morrible talking about a place here?
Manifestorium, her green skin, is but an outward manifestorium of her twisted nature. Manifestorium.
Maybe you can say that in Oz, but not here, sorry. We need to say manifestation for that. Asian.
What in the name of Oz?
It seems in the land of Oz, they often substitute the word Oz for God or a higher power.
Sweet Oz!
We can still converse in private, thank Oz.
Oz bless you, Dr. Dillman.
And in English, we used to consider religious words to be very strong language, like swearing. But according to the original books, in what year did the wizard come to Oz in his balloon?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1899. So it makes sense that the wizard doesn't just say, "Oh God," or "glory" when Elphaba transforms the monkey. He says,
Gloryosky.
and Gloryosky could also be a regional expression from back home. But where is the Wizard of Oz originally from?
Omaha.
But his real name was actually Oscar Diggs. So Oscar? And as the story goes, he arrived in a balloon from the sky to Oz.
Elphaba, when I first got here, there was discord.
Did he say there was discord? That's where my community is. If you sometimes wonder if you're using a word that's old-fashioned or rude or just regional, you can join the community for free and just ask.
That's enough of that.
Definitely. Maybe?
Ish.
How do you pronounce that? I. Shh. Ish. Ish. Add that to definite, and what do you get?
Definish. With a talent like yours, dear, there is a Definish chance.
Definish is one of the words from Wicked I've started using as an inside joke.
That's a made-up word.
They're all made up.
Let me know in the comments which of these Wicked words you might use with friends. This one is definitely my new favorite nonsense word in Wicked, because they just change one letter, and it sounds like the combination of a word for praise,
Congrats!
and moisturizer?
Lotion? Check.
Take the A in congratulations, but change it to O. So then you get,
Congratulations. Welcome, new students. And congratulations for having been accepted to Shiz.
thanks. I'll do my best.
If you work as you should, you'll be making good.
And I think you mean doing good or doing well. But how can you tell when a word is real and when it isn't?
I don't know.
Check out these 2 other videos with fake Wicked words that you should know. At least until they get a grammatification professor at Shiz. I'm Accent Coach Bianca, and I'm on a mission to help people understand accents better. See you in the next video.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.